All right. How to be a comp lockdown? How to be just better on defense in general if you don't have an actual lock. Now, first off, don't forget to drop a like. Here's my build. Now, it's not a real lockdown. Like this is like I have made this on like day two of the game. It's meant to be like a Jimmy Butler build, but I still have the 96 perimeter defense. So I feel like I could really still lock. What bro? Like I'm still locking people up. I can still show y'all, and I'm still fast, like crazy fast. I'm gonna end up plus twoing my speed to get slippery off ball on legend. Then after I get that, it's over. I'm gonna be out on offense. You're never gonna catch me on offense. And then I'm already fast to where I could catch up to you on defense. So that's really where it goes hand in hand together. Now let me show you the defensive settings that you need. Now for the help defense button, always put that on double team. You're gonna want to trap guards often because I ain't gonna lie. The thing about this game, most point guards went 71 or 76 passing. Obviously, if they have the 86 plus or like 85 plus, you're gonna see it in the preview. So you're good to know who to trap and who to not trap. If their passing is not in the preview, you're damn near like you basically got free traps. Like you could really like word of bro. Like as you see right there, easy steal by my point guard because me and the center was trapping. The who to guard, it literally doesn't matter. Like literally, if you have it on or off, it's gonna still drag you to the person that you're supposed to be on. So the who to guard, there's nothing that's personal preference. If you like having the circle or the arrows, and if you don't like having the arrows, it's literally up to you. Pro stick defense, I will say put it absolute, cause thing about me, I don't only play lock or only play center. I play guard main. Like I'm guard 90% of the games. So I like having everything on absolute regardless. It just helps me like move around the court better. It just helps you move around better. And if you're only a lock, I guess you could put it to camera relative, your pro stick defense. That's up to you. But me personally, like that's something I'm gonna always keep on absolute forever. Next up, double team reaction. I would say put that on auto. You could put it on manual, like if you don't always like to trap. But me, I'm like one of those lockdowns that if my center has to pick up on you, I'm gonna probably hit that trap like 60% of the time. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna just be honest. I'm definitely weird like that. I'm gonna be honest because my centers, they're like actual centers. They're like 6'11s to 7'1s that don't have perimeter defense. So I'm gonna take that risk. I'm gonna let the other center dunk, or we're getting that turnover. It's gonna be a risk, like it's a gamble 50% of the time. That's what locks are supposed to do. They're supposed to take the gamble. They're supposed to reach for the interception. They're supposed to reach for the blitz, and obviously trap to try to get the turnover. Okay, last setting before we get on to the offense side of things. Box out assist strength. I will say, I have mine on 15 personally. I'll say like 10 to like 35 at very maximum, but really like 10 to 25 is what you should have it on because it's gonna help you if the other lock and the center are both in the paint for the board. You could control more who you're gonna box out. So obviously you're gonna try to box out the other center so that he can't just get a free jump off while the other lock is boxing out your center. So that's really what it's gonna be. And as you've seen, I have 85 strength and I have 70 rebound. 70 rebound is box out beast on silver. Then you plus one it to gold. That's what I personally did. And I would recommend that 100 times out of 100. Like you're gonna want that box out beast gold. Obviously, I'm 6'5", so I can't get the high rebound to automatically get a gold. But that plus one helps enough. Is very good as it is. Now, times for the offense side of things. Obviously, you're going to be spotting up for 90% of the time, but we're not going to really talk about that. Of course, find your best jump shot, the one that you like the best. But what we're really going to talk about is the other 10% of the time. So you see right here, I shoot 73% from three and average 16 points. I feel like 16 points is honestly a lot for a lockdown. Um, and here's what we're going to talk about: your tendencies as a player. So me personally, I like contact ducks. I like cutting in, like doing slips. I like fake screening and popping. That's what I like to do as a player. So think about what you like to do as a player. If you have to watch clips, like if you're not aware of what you like to do, and then if you got to watch your film, you could literally just clip some gameplays and watch the full game just to know what you like to do as a player. Like me, I obviously, if I get steals, I'm gonna either go for the contact dunk or snatch for a three. The average lock, they will probably, if they get a steal, they're probably waiting for the point guard, because they probably don't have the speed with ball to take it down by themselves. So that's what the average lock would have to do because they can't drive it down by themselves. They're gonna get caught up. The other guard or the other lock is catching up to you, because they have the 86 speed, maybe even 90 speed on some lockdowns if they're like 6'6", 6'7". So my personal example would be like I have 75 speed with ball on what's meant to be like I'm like a third string ball handler. Like I'm not even supposed to be dribbling for real. I have the 75 speed with ball for the Zach LaVine dribble style. So just in case I have to dribble the ball down the court, I'm running down fast after the interception, or if like if the center gets a block or a rebound and passes it down to me, and I'm not close enough to the paint where I'm comfortable, where I could still dribble it. So you gotta do, if that's how you want to play, then you gotta put the 75 speed with ball. You're gonna have to sacrifice a little bit of defense. Like as you seen, my steal is not that crazy. My steal, I'm gonna put it to a 91. If I didn't have the ball handle speed with ball, I would have had a 94 steal that could cap break up to a 90 to a 99. You see, but I ain't gonna lie, steals in this game is they're crucial regardless. Like you're good with 85. I'm gonna just be honest though, you're good with 85 steal. But yeah, that's like the best example that I have personally about the the sacrifices that you gotta do to still have fun, because it's still a game. It's still like it's not real life. It's still a game. You still gotta have fun while you're playing. So like if you get that steal and your little chance to have fun, you want to hit a little snatchback three, you want to hit a fade three, and you gotta run to the corner. You're gonna need that steal ball. You're gonna what bro. All right, now we just gonna talk about the animations. All I'm gonna talk about the dunks and the motion styles. I'm gonna drop a jump shot. As you seen, I shoot 73%. I'm gonna drop a jump shot that works for locks. Like it's for 6'5" all the way up to 7'4". So it's gonna work for locks, for big men. It's gonna work for all that. So the motion styles, really, the one that I like to use right now is Kawhi. But as you see, I got so many of them. So the fastest one, technically, like by stats, is Alex Caruso. But I like personally like the aggressive ones, like players that you think of that are like aggressive players, like Kobe, Jimmy Butler, obviously Kawhi, like I said, Jordan, Josh Hart, Dennis Rodman, Draymond. Those are the ones that I've been trying out on the lock, and honestly, those ones are all pretty good. I'd say the worst one out of those is probably Josh Hart. I ain't gonna lie, it's probably the worst one. Now the dunks is real simple. It's not nothing crazy. I have the quick drops off one, of course. That's probably the best dunk in the game. I have the contact dunks that I get. I have the contact lobs. The regular lobs that I like the best is Zion Williamson. And then the standing dunks, obviously I have the only ones that I could get, but those are better than the one-handed anyway, so it doesn't matter. Now for the signature dunks, you could choose between a lot of these. I ain't gonna lie. Jordan is good, LeBron is good. I have Devin Booker and Jordan right now. Other ones, well, damn, can't even get them. Never mind. What the hell? But yeah, I already said the alley oops, the Zion, I like the best. Contact lobs, obviously. I have no city dunks, as you see, because I don't really care for that. I don't care for no city dunks, none of that. Yeah, that's my animations. My jump shot, I already told you. I'm not gonna drop this jump shot because I probably did already. To be honest, I probably did and forgot about it. Um, but I'm gonna drop y'all a jump shot that'll work. I'm currently using it on my 6'6" Draymond build. It's like a mini lock. It's like I call it a mini lock, but it's really like a popper. That's just short as shit. That's really what it is. I ain't gonna lie, like it's gonna work the same as if a lockdown. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yeah, don't forget to come I'm going with bro.